and we're headed over to Spy Coast. They're one of the premier English facilities. They do everything from rehab to young horse development to breeding to hosting horse shows and all sorts of stuff. And we're going over to represent Equitana because this weekend we were supposed to be at Equitana presenting for the 3 days, and something that we're really looking forward to. Well, they asked me to come over here, and we're going to be getting a tour of Spy Coast, and honestly, that's about all I know. I mean, usually in these vlogs, we have an idea of what we're about to go do, and honestly, right now, I have no earthly idea what we're going to go do. So my parents like, should we vlog this? Isn't this the whole point of the vlog, is to like build some suspense? And we're both sitting here going, what the hell is about to happen? So we're headed over to Spy Coast, and we're going to see what they have in store or what we decided. I said yes, right? So, I mean, I agreed to something, but they haven't really told me what I agreed to yet. So, I guess you guys will find out when we do, because I have no idea what's about to happen. Hey, this is Colton. I'm here for the Equitana tour. Alright guys, so we're here at Spy Coast, just right next to the Kentucky Horse Park where Equitana 2020 was supposed to take place. Certainly Spy Coast, as well as myself, Colton Woods, we were all very much looking forward to being at Equitana USA, but unfortunately due to the events this year, we've all been kind of fortunate to be able to travel around virtually with Equitana and go on all these farms and see these different facilities that are going on. So today you have a really unique treat. Normally you have to go through horse country tours to even come out and see this facility, but today we're here and we're going to get a one-on-one private tour through their entire rehab facility. So we've got a bit of a show and tell with all the sorts of different therapies, and we've got to do some of this at our horses, so I'm kind of geeky about this stuff a little bit. I'll let you kind of introduce what each thing is and like what would prompt you guys to choose that type of therapy over another type of therapy for a specific one.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of different toys kind of laying out here. Some more expensive, some less expensive. This is our class 4 regenerative laser, so this is going to be one of the more expensive toys. It's a sound product, and some of that thought is that you are getting a class 4 laser as well as a bit of an acoustic effect actually when the laser moves into the tissues.
So what does that mean? Class 4 laser?
Class 4 is the one you gotta wear the little goggles for. It's gonna burn your retinas out, or it can hurt your eyes. So it's powerful. And you're learning so much about these different tools as you use them. Behind you, you're probably familiar. It's just pulsed electromagnetic field, magna wave. So, I mean, then, the cool thing is a horse comes in and they want laser, and we've got laser and we can do that. Or they don't know what they want, or they want a recommendation. No, my horse has a distal, lead issue. It's a collateral ligament coffin joint, and so we can treat that with one of these specifically. That's probably our cheapest tool here, but just as important in my mind. We get a lot of neurologic horses, and this is good for distal stability working on it. So if you think about yoga, and the stem on that guy is pretty soft and kind of tough, and then you have the stem a little firmer for the easier, so you're starting there. And then our horses that are really cool, they're getting to that one.
I guess we'll keep going around here and we'll go through the two. Well, we got the dry treadmill.
Dry treadmill here. Yep. So that is a tool that we use and have different programs. Of course, you can get an incline on the flat, and change speed and that sort of thing. So, we might use that sometimes just preliminary to putting them on a water treadmill, but honestly, we found this has been our major tool that we use.
We'll get into the differences between these two treadmills, but what's the difference on impact versus doing a dry treadmill versus putting
what's
Okay.
thought. There is still concussion, but if you think about it, we do want concussion, and that is how we ask them to turn over
Okay.
things to the model.
What's y'all's school of thought on when you approach, okay, they're going to go on a treadmill, but which one do we put them on?
Yeah, for sure. No, good question. And so what we're doing a lot of times is putting, horses that they're not in the acute phase, they're ready to start some work, but they might still have some heat or some swelling or something we could still address with cold therapy and salination in the cold spot. And then you have an older horse, or you want more range of motion or more movement through a joint, or they're just getting really high in the water, and that one's pretty dang cold to go, up to the shoulder. And so we would put those in the warm water. And sometimes we're changing them out too, because again, like we were talking about, I don't want them to get too used to one thing. Maybe for those injuries that are coming in that are still within the acute phase of injury, are going to go into the spot. So really, we're utilizing this. It's about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, really hyper sounding. I'm talking like a lot of salt in there. You would basically float.
And how deep do you guys normally submerge
there's
them?
a half door there, and there's a full door. You're not going to want to go, or you should not go to where there's muscles.
Well, I would highly recommend anybody that's coming, even if you're coming for Equestrian USA 2021, come in a few days early or stay a few days after and schedule a 2 or 3 horse country. Come check out Spike Coast. They're literally right next door, so you don't have to go out of your way. I'm super excited to see everybody there at Equestrian 2021. We're going to be doing presentations all 3 days on young horse development from the groundwork, then under saddle to your intermediate and most base upwards riding. We're going to be doing basics with dressage to cow working and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you very much for your time, and guys, we'll look forward to seeing y'all at Equestrian 2021.